This is part 3 of the DOT inspection. We're going to be checking wheels, tires, suspension components, and a few undercabs, body condition. We're going to start with the suspension here. You're just going to visually check the front suspension for any obvious damage, signs of loose components. Rust forming around bolts or brackets is an indication of something that is loose. Check your shocks, your steering, make sure everything looks as it should. Moving on, your steer tires, we're going to check the tread depth of them. Tread depth must be 4/32 of an inch or greater. If it is beneath 4/32 of an inch, that tire must be replaced. While you're inspecting your tires, check for bulges, tears in the sidewall, tears in the tread, bulges in the tread, chunks of tread that are missing. Obviously, punctures in the tire from screws or bolts that we pick up on the road. We just want to give the tire a quick look over, inside and outside, and make sure our tires are safe to drive on. The wheels, we want to check around the lug nuts, visually check them for tightness, check around the lug nuts for any obvious cracks, deformities in the wheel, bends, and verify that your wheel is in good condition. While we're here, we're going to check the tire pressure with a gauge. Stick the gauge onto the valve stem, record your air pressure. The pressures recommended for the vehicle can be found on the placard on inside of the door. Moving on, we're going to check our batteries on both sides of the vehicle. This truck has batteries on this side and the passenger side. Check the mounting of the housing, battery securement, check your cables real quick, make sure they're secure. Your air dryer is right here that pulls moisture out of the air system of the vehicle. Check it visually, listen for leaks, check it for mounting securement, and make sure there's no damaged lines going to and from it. Moving on, while the cab is still raised, we'll check the exhaust system that we can see. Just give it a visual check. Look for the brackets, make sure none of them are broken, the exhaust is loose. We'll check for exhaust leaks that are underneath the cab. It will form a black type soot around the leaking piece of pipe if there is one. Moving on, we're going to check the body condition of the vehicle all the way around the truck. We're going to just look for new scrapes, scratches, dents. Make sure your handles are secure and your rub rails, your fenders. You know, if something's loose, we want to catch it before it falls off. Your body reflectors, there should be reflectors, multiple ones all the way around the vehicle. Check those, make sure they are there and not missing the lens or cracked or damaged. Moving on to the rear tire, little different. You have two tires. It's a dually. The only difference here is on the steer tires, we're going to check the tread depth again. Your minimum tread depth is 2/32 of an inch. So check it with your tread depth gauge. If it is 2/32 or greater, that tire is good. If it was beneath 2/32, this tire must be replaced. Same thing with the front tire. You're going to check it for any damage, bulge, stuff like that. You're going to check the spacing between the duals. Make sure no rocks, sticks, debris has lodged itself between there. This is also a good indication, you know, if your inside dual is flat, they may be touching each other, which you do not want. You're going to check these tires with a gauge as well. You'll stick your gauge on the outside valve stem. The inside dual should be 180 degrees off of it. You know, check the inside dual for tire pressure as well. Again, you can find your tire pressures inside the driver's door, will be the pressures for this vehicle. Overall, make your way around the truck, check the body condition, and this concludes part 3 of our DOT inspection.